I recently came across this article that lists 9 things centenarians do differently than everyone else. This got me thinking about my own life and how I can make changes so I too can live to be 100 years old. The oldest person ever recorded was a French woman named Jean-Louise Comment, who lived from February 21, 1875, to August 4, 1997. That's 122 years and 19 days. And she wasn't even the first person in history to reach this age. There were others before her, but their records have just been lost to time. After all, there's nothing wrong with living a long time. I think we can all agree that this is true. Most centenarians take the time to plan for their future, both financially and in terms of their health. We become slower to react, and our eyesight isn't as sharp as it used to be. Books are a great way to learn new things, explore different perspectives, and escape reality for a while. A positive attitude can help you cope with stress, bounce back from adversity, and enjoy the good times. According to the study, centenarians are some of the most optimistic people you'll ever meet. They have a positive outlook on life, and they never let negativity bring them down. This one goes hand in hand with taking care of your health. By following their lead, you too can increase your chances of living a long and happy life. Just remember to take care of your health, both physically and mentally. Stay active, keep learning new things, and never stop pursuing your passions. With a little effort on your part, you can live a life that you are proud of and make the most of your time here on Earth. Smoking and drinking alcohol can have serious negative effects on your health, both in the short and long term. Smoking increases your risk of developing lung cancer and other chronic respiratory diseases, while excessive alcohol consumption can lead to liver damage, heart disease, and mental health problems. If you want to increase your chances of living a long life, then avoid smoking and drinking alcohol, or do it in moderation. Now, I'm not saying that we all need to be walking rainbows all the time, but having a positive attitude is something we can all strive for. It's important to be aware of negative thoughts and emotions, but don't let them control you. Have a great day. Instead, focus on the good things in life and appreciate all the blessings you have. That's the best way to ensure a long and happy life. Reading can take you to different worlds and introduce you to new ideas that you may have never considered otherwise. One of the keys to living a long life is staying physically active. According to the study, centenarians stay active by doing things like gardening, walking, and swimming. Staying active helps keep your body strong and your mind sharp as you age. It also helps reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. It's not just physical activity that's important. Mental stimulation is just as crucial. Keeping your mind active through things like puzzles, games, and social interaction can help keep you mentally sharp as you age. So if you want to live a long and healthy life, then make sure to stay active both mentally and physically. Not to mention that it's also a great way to relax and unwind after a busy day. Taking care of your health is one of the best ways to increase your chances of living a long life. Eating healthy foods, exercising regularly, and avoiding harmful substances like alcohol and tobacco can help you live longer and reduce your risk of developing chronic diseases. In addition to taking care of your physical health, it's also important to take care of your mental health. Managing stress and seeking help when needed are crucial for maintaining good mental health. By taking care of both our physical and mental health, we can set ourselves up for a long and happy life. So if you want to live a long and fulfilling life, then make sure to read plenty of books. But surprisingly, the study found that centenarians are some of the safest drivers on the road. On average, they only get into 1 car accident every 5 years, compared to the national average of 1.2 accidents per year. What's even more surprising is that they are also less likely to be ticketed for traffic violations such as speeding or drunk driving. I guess you could say that they're just more careful drivers overall. Now, I'm not suggesting that we all go out and buy sports cars and speed around town. But I do think that we can all learn from centenarians when it comes to driving safety. Just because you're old doesn't mean you have to be reckless. In fact, according to statistics, you're more than twice as likely to get into an accident if you're under the age of 25 than if you're between the ages of 65 and 74. So remember, no matter how old you are, always drive safely. They know that being prepared is essential to living a long and comfortable life. So when it comes to planning for your future, Don't procrastinate. Start taking steps today to ensure that you're setting yourself up for success down the road. You'll be glad you did. When you meet someone who's 100 years old, you can bet they've seen a lot of things change during their lifetime. They've experienced 2 world wars, the moon landing, invention of the internet and smartphones. And they've witnessed countless other incredible advancements that have shaped our world today. Through it all, they've managed to find purpose and meaning, whether it's their family, their career, or their hobbies. They never stopped pursuing their passions. That's something we can all learn from. If you want to live a long and happy life, then you need to have a sense of purpose. It's important to have something to look forward to each day, something that gets you out of bed and helps you make the most of your time on Earth. And by the year 2050, they predict that number will grow to over 165,000. It's becoming more and more common to live past the age of 100. So what's the secret? How did these people manage to live for so long? You get to experience more, learn more, and hopefully achieve more. If you haven't heard of a centenarian before, it's someone who has lived to be 100 years old or older. According to the CDC, there are currently over 80,000 centenarians alive today. Well, after reading the article, I learned that there are some habits centenarians follow that might explain their long lives. Or 9 of them. No. 1. They don't watch TV. Okay, here's the thing. According to the study, most centenarians don't watch television. But here's the interesting part. It's not because they hate TV or they don't like watching it. It's because they don't have a TV. Apparently, only 36% of centenarians have a TV at home, which is much lower than the national average of 97%. But why don't they have a TV? Well, that's because they don't want to pay for one. In fact, the study found that centenarians are extremely cost-conscious and rarely spend money on non-essential items like clothing, entertainment, and home appliances, including televisions. So if you want to live to be 100, you should probably start cutting back on your entertainment spending. Although I would argue that investing in a good TV show is a wise financial decision, since you're guaranteed to get many years of enjoyment out of it. No, 2. They have purpose. The article states that centenarians have a sense of purpose and know what they want to do every day. No. 3. They plan ahead. Planning ahead is one of the keys to living a long life, according to the study. Number 4. They're careful drivers. As we get older, our driving abilities start to decline. No. 5. They read more books. Centenarians are avid readers, reading an average of 27 books per year. No. 6. They have a positive attitude. Having a positive attitude is essential to living a long and happy life. No. 7. They stay physically active. No. 8. They take care of their health. This one is pretty obvious, but it's worth mentioning nonetheless. No. 9. They don't smoke or drink alcohol. So there you have it, 9 things centenarians do differently than everyone else. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.